Hello, hello, everyone. We are live. We're going to be talking about hiring a virtual assistant and getting help today. So I'm really excited about that. I'm outside on my balcony today. It's super nice out here in Stockholm. And we're going to get on with Elle in a little bit. So I'm just going to wait for people to hop on. And we are going to talk about like why we should hire help, get somebody to help us in our business, and basically let go of tasks that weigh us down so we can have more freedom. So I see Elle is here. All right, so I'm gonna just bring Elle on. Let's see, accept. Does it work? Oh, there we go. Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. This is my first live. It's quite fun.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I've done a couple. It's always kind of like figuring it out, but
Yeah. Nice.
yeah. So I'm just gonna wait and see who hops on just so we can get people on live with us while we are in real time. And if anybody has any questions, they can ask questions. So let's see. I feel like sometimes it takes a little while for people to get notifications. So
Yeah, of
I hope
course.
you have your coffee.
Yes. Well, actually, I just got water, but
Mm, my morning coffee. I have to have my morning coffee.
oh, no. Can people watch this back if they don't make the live?
Yeah, it's a replay. So if anybody wants to watch the replay, they can.
Nice.
But yeah, so I just wanted to introduce everybody to you because you've been helping me in my
Mm-hmm.
business, and
Yeah.
it's been really helpful having the help. And I want to share my experience because I'm one of these people that's a micromanager and I have a really hard time like letting go of things. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I can do it myself. I'll probably do it faster or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
But the reality is that I'm one person and I'm doing my business stuff, my family stuff, and like the reality is I don't have all the time in the world to do everything. So getting that help from you has been really, really great because it's freed up some time for me, even though like, I'm always like catching up on everything. So yeah, there's always like an endless list of things to do. So having you to just pick up some of that slack that I have and
Yeah.
execute for me has been really great. So I want to share you with other people because I know that there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there who could really benefit from getting help. And even if they don't maybe work with you necessarily, maybe they can find somebody who can
Of
help them
course.
as
Yeah.
well. So maybe this live will be beneficial for even somebody who may be thinking of being a virtual assistant as well. So,
Definitely. Mm.
so yeah, why don't you just introduce yourself and tell everybody how you got started as a VA? What's
Yeah.
your background? Because I know you have
Yeah.
an interesting background as well. And let us know who you work with and yeah, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. So I'm Elle, and I've been a virtual assistant for about 6 months. I kind of got into this almost like accidentally. I think I didn't really know what a virtual assistant was. I just had done some freelancing in the past and really enjoyed that. And I've previously worked as like a print designer and also a graphic designer. And in my previous job, actually, I was still on probation and the company wasn't making enough money, so I got let go of. But it just gave me a chance to really like assess where I am, where I want to be going, who I want to be working with, the kind of things I want to be doing. So that was, yeah, super fun. And that's kind of how I got into it, which was like almost accidentally. But because I think most people don't really know what a virtual assistant is. People know like what a freelancer is. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into it, which has been super fun.
Yeah, cool. And like, what kind of things do you, I guess, do for your clients right now? Like, who do you mostly help? Like, are they creatives or like, is there a specific
Yeah,
person that you're working with right now? Like, are you niched in
I
something or
try
do
to
you?
yeah, cater myself towards creative just because of my background, but it's more about like if we get on and if I like could really help you. But I like yourself, photographers. I work with designers, interior designers, textile designers. That's kind of more my niche. But it's mostly if we get on, and if I have the services that can help you. And I try to mostly work with like female entrepreneurs, just because I feel like passionate about women in business, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And so I'm curious, like, how do you know it's time to hire a VA?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think most people, like most of my clients, are like, oh, I just don't have enough hours in the day, or my to-do list is just piling up. Maybe you just don't have enough free time. Maybe you're working, 12-hour days. Or maybe you're trying to do everything, but not everything can be done to a super high standard because you're trying to juggle too many balls. I think that's a really good sign. Or if you just spend too much time working in your business and you have no time to work on it, so you don't have the time to kind of think about expansion or growth or the next step, that's also a great time to kind of hire a VA.
Okay, great. Yeah, no, that's how I was feeling. Like I have all these really big ideas in my head, like of what I want to do, but the reality is that I have time limits
Yeah, exactly.
and I'm like still trying to figure out how to make my life work with everything. So
Yeah,
getting somebody to help me will help me also to expand as well. So
exactly.
I think I wrote last week in this post like your time is money. So
Definitely.
you know, like sitting and working on tasks that don't light you up, that limit your creative freedom for you to come up with new like business ideas or um, projects or anything. If you're like focused in the doing of like taxes and whatever,
Exactly. Yeah.
you can't come up with new product lines or things like that because you're
Yeah.
not in a creative space
Exactly.
and you're not allowed to feel freedom to like just explore things because you're like doing the tasks. So I think that that's really important to think about when you have like a business. Like, do you need that growth? Do you need that time to like be
Definitely.
able to come up with new business ideas or any product lines or things like that? So when you have that time, you can do that. So I think that's really great. So and then I came up with this question because I was like, what do you think holds people back from asking for help? Because like I said earlier, I'm a micromanager, so
Yeah.
I really have a hard time letting go of things and like getting help or even asking for help. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I've got this. I can do it
Yeah.
myself. Is there anything else that you feel like holds people back? Like, do people tell you like they contact you and they're like really interested in
Yeah.
hiring some help,
I
but
think it's like people, like you said, have that fear of maybe letting go of a task, like going from the doer to the delegator can be quite scary if you're used to doing something. And yeah, maybe people think are in the mindset of, oh, I can just do it. I can do it quicker or I can do it better. I mean, maybe to begin with, that might be true. But I think once you give someone the chance to learn something, it's going to benefit you more if you can spend your time elsewhere. Or even
Mhm.
just the fear of maybe letting someone else in your business, that can be really scary. I mostly work with like small businesses, so normally I'm their first person they've ever kind of hired or brought in, so it can be really scary to trust someone new that you don't know. I think that's a
Mm.
big thing, but again, like I said, thinking of the bigger picture, thinking about where you want to be, and your business won't be able to grow to a certain extent if it's just you, so bringing on someone else can help you get to that next stage.
Yeah, definitely. And then, do you have any tips on how to find a virtual assistant, somebody who can just do work for you, maybe a couple hours, like 10 hours a month?
Yeah.
Do you have any like, or where do you even get started, I guess, with thinking
Yeah.
about it? Because like some people are like, I know I need help, but I don't
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah,
need help with.
exactly. I think just looking, most VAs are on Instagram. Check out there, LinkedIn, even just like a Google search. And then what I would do is just like, because you want to find the VA with the right skills, because VA is just a broad term for anyone that can kind of help you remotely. So you get VAs that can be specialized in like bookkeeping. For example, if you want that, I don't offer that. I'm not the VA for you. So you need to find someone that matches your skill set
Mhm.
that you need. But then, yeah, just most VAs offer like a discovery call. So I offer a free call where we can just chat for maybe half an hour, 40 minutes, see what your needs are, see where you need to like need help, and then go from there. I'd maybe chat with a few and just see who you get on with best and who has the skill set that you need.
Yeah, I think that's really important to think about like what exactly do you need help with
Yeah,
and go from there. And also like maybe somebody could like write down a list of tasks that you love doing and then tasks that maybe you don't like to
definitely.
do
Yeah, exactly.
and or even just things that you'd like to let go of.
Yeah,
because like, I mean, if you're not like really talented with like your website design or whatever, and
exactly.
you need help with just updating it, you do that stuff too. You've done that for me.
Yeah,
So I mean, anything that's like graphic related,
yeah,
and I know
exactly.
you're
So
really
I
good
kind
with
of offer services surrounding graphic design, Instagram, and admin. So, like I said, VAs can offer an array of services.
yeah.
So those are my three kind of specialties. So you need to find someone that has, yeah, the skills that you're looking for as well. And then
Yeah.
yeah, it's important to think about what you want to outsource. Yeah, like you said, think about the tasks you love doing, you like doing, and you dislike doing. The
Hmm.
ones you dislike doing, you can probably just automatically outsource those, um, unless it's like business critical for your business, like you, a photographer. But I'm sure you that wouldn't be in the dislike category. So
Yeah.
the ones you dislike, and then the ones you don't mind doing, I would just think about which ones are really time consuming. Do you really need to be doing those tasks? If they take up too much of your time, could your time be better spent elsewhere? Maybe that could also be outsourced.
Hmm. Yeah. There's more stuff that I could outsource in my business that maybe that I'm not willing to let go of yet, but
Yeah.
I really need to. But I'm like, oh, this is the hardest one. It's like getting retouchers or people to help me with
Yeah.
that, because it's time consuming to go through and take, like, look through all the photos, pick the photos,
Mm.
then like, tone them, and then, so even though I do the photo shoots, it's like I bring the work home, so the work
Yeah.
is never really finished until like you
Mm.
deliver on the final product. And
Yeah.
so that's like one task in my business that's really time consuming, and I find it really hard to let go of that one, but that's the one that eats up most of my time.
Yeah, I'm
But I
sure.
really like, and I'm that is the next thing that I will try to focus on, and see if
Yeah.
I can find somebody that I feel can do the retouching for me,
Definitely.
or just, I don't even know how to let go of that part yet. But so
Mm.
those are things that I have to figure out on my own as well.
Yeah.
And so
Exactly.
you guys, if you guys need some help, just think about either contacting Elle. Elle, do you work with people outside of Sweden, or is it only in Sweden?
Yeah, I work kind of internationally. Most of my clients are based in Sweden, but I have other clients, yeah, kind of in the UK and elsewhere. So yeah, you can be based anywhere in the world, which is a great thing about having a VA. You can hire someone
Yeah.
wherever in the world. Maybe it's good to think about time zones. If you want someone to be like on a similar time zone to you, good to think about that. But if it doesn't matter, you can kind of go anywhere, which is great.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So, people, if you feel like you are struggling with trying to get tasks, accomplished in your business, and you need some help, maybe contact, Elle. Uh,
Mhm.
Elle, I love your name, Virtuelle. It's such a great concept. I love it. So you guys can find Elle at Virtuelle. Like, is it just Virtuelle only,
It's
or
virtual then .l because I
.l?
did try virtual, but it was taken, which is very annoying.
Oh, okay.
But
Anyways,
it kind of sounds the same.
yeah. So, yeah, I'll put your link there in the after the replay, so that people can find you. But of course, if you don't want to work with Elle, you can find somebody who's in the same time zone. We are based in Sweden, so. But it's nice to have somebody who's in a time zone ahead of you, so they can like
That's
catch
true. That's
catch
true.
you up, right? So,
That's true.
like, you just go to sleep, you wake up, and it's done.
Yeah, that's very
So,
true, actually.
yeah. So think about that when it comes to hiring somebody, and maybe like, write down those tasks that you don't want to do anymore, and see if you can get that outsourced so that you can be more creative, so you can make more money as well, and just free up some of that time to spend either with your family or friends and things like that. So, but yeah, this wasn't a super long live, but I thought like this would be great for people to, just to get to know you, and think about hiring somebody to get that help in the business where you feel like you're just not catching up. Because if you're burnt out, you're stressed, you're not like able to thrive. You can't keep going, and at some point the burnout will get you, and you'll feel uninspired, angry, annoyed, that
Exactly.
you cannot like keep up anymore, and
Yeah.
it's not like sustainable in general. So
No.
find a
And also,
way
if you
to.
are thinking about bringing in someone new, it's a great alternative to like hiring staff because you don't have to think about taxes, pension, sick pay, a holiday leave. all of those things the VA takes care of themselves. It's literally, you'll just pay for hours worked. And you can start from as little, like you can start from a few hours a month. It doesn't even have to be hours and hours of help. So it's a really good alternative to hiring staff. Also, VAs normally can just hit the ground running. We're already trained and skilled in what we do. We don't need you to teach us things. We can just get up ahead and go ahead with the work.
Yeah, exactly. And if you use Canva, like I've used you, like we've connected through Canva, and then you get access to my like designs in there as well. So you're not just kind of working from like, let's say InDesign or Illustrator or things like that. Of course you probably can, but like if somebody wants to keep everything in Canva, I mean, you know how to use Canva as well. Like I've had Elle help me with my PDF documents, like my freebies. You've updated those, and like, yeah, so it's been great having that done. So I don't have to like sit there and do like that part. So yeah. So you guys, if you guys are needing help, check out Elle, find her on her Instagram. And yeah, you can watch the replay, ask any questions if you guys want to know more. Go find her there. Do you have any like freebies or anything? Because I I forgot to ask.
Any what, sorry?
Do you have any like free like checklists or anything on
It's
your...
all coming. Yeah, I'm getting in the trying to set up. I feel like at the moment I need my own VA because I just feel so overwhelmed. But yeah,
the
I'm
VA needs a VA.
And like a opt-in on my website. So yeah, coming. Watch the space.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, great. Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining live. I just wanted to let everybody get to know who you were, like, you know, so yeah, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
much.
And
find Elle and ask for any help if you guys need help in your business, and we'll do another live for something else soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.